Hey guys, so I'm going to show you some of the basics with background eraser. So first things first is some of the cropping tools. You can make this a few different sizes. So here are just some of the default ones. The free range one can be kind of like finicky sometimes. So I don't really like to use the cropping tool, to be completely honest with you. However, if you are a little more patient, you can get the square to work a lot better than the freeform one. So if you want to just cut out some of the white background without using an eraser, you can do it this way. So you just got to kind of mess around with it a little bit, and then you have your basic shape. All right, so after that, you have the erase feature. Now, if you erase something, right, you can just hit undo. There's also a restore button. So it's just like kind of like a restore brush, actually. So if you look at the top, I'm just hitting an undo function. Now you have two different ways to adjust the eraser. You have the width and the offset. So the width is the size of the brush, and the offset is how far away your finger is from the brush itself. So the bottom part is where my finger is actually touching on the phone, and the top part is the actual eraser. So this is how the eraser tool works in background eraser. So you can see I'm just kind of messing around a little bit. Now, one of the better tools is just this target area tool. So you can see just like that, I just tapped the white part. And since the majority of this was white, everything sort of just very quickly vanished from the background. Really, it can be almost a completely zero. And because this particular picture had such a strong white background, it was really easy to remove the white background. So something just to keep in mind, if you want to mess around and you see like something like this shadow, just keep in mind that it might take a lot of work for you to get it to look right, and it might not actually be worth the time. If you're taking some image like this and creating some space with it, or putting it in front of something or in a background, if this apple isn't really going to be the big focal point, or even if it is, you're going to be putting other things in there as well. Now notice I'm just showing as well, the one thing with target area to keep in mind too is that because this is a bright apple, the white color just kind of bounces off. And same thing can happen with target color as well. So that's why I usually use target area when I'm just trying to get something that's on a clean background, to have a transparent background. So as you can see again, if you just use target color too quickly, you can have a few issues. I'm going to just kind of fast forward this, so give me 1 second. Okay, so here's our apple. I'm just going to again kind of show you that it's not my favorite thing to do to really over erase, so just be careful for that. You usually have to watch a 5-second ad, but I just kind of skip that. If you just hit the save button, it's pretty straightforward to save. Of course, you have the option of, let's say you wanted a white background, you can switch it to that if you want a JPEG, but that's generally what we don't use this program for, at least not me. And of course, you can just share this to other programs. So if you are using another visual art program like PixArt, Photoshop Express, or if you are using Cam Scanner, you can just upload the image there if you wanted to use one of those programs or do something with the image in one of those programs. So there we go.